pomo e bibi aboko
obi nyame adom am say nyame e a chayen sha also ho ye
adom ya conference boko
ja we do here na nkwankom to nchen am say ahoden wo ho baby adru the experience no be ade ti asaso so nyame anka ho na say o manage ne me ye obi
aso be se
ti san be de nya say ye kire bone ukọ na obi wia wa de kra na obi so hwe no mienu
oh
ibu ana ekom ekom tina o twa obo de na o tu banchi na nka onye kromfo na bebi abrabo ndi nipa koduru obi nipa je no ho anyi
enye easy
na no pinye se obi imi hahamani akanse times are hard because main parliament crunch na about 10 years mu
yes
there are people are hardly so above fee aba bibisa usika so they could turn the best school fees or they could tell you an idea na bibisa. So when you see such people coming to you it tells a story because it's not normal in the bus as well it puts you in a very tight corner or you're very for on can bibisa anchira order na say ni put me na ntibo fee ona banede the medical holding wa mama nkura no bebu yada nkura of na year omo exams. Yes, so 1,150 Ghana cedis and some of my exams. First HS are 7 American.
1,000 saying
1,001. No, I say me could 1,150. Am I
for exams?
Yes.
How?
What 1 year? You my entry exams.
I know a fees, man.
Just in Kakwanta, secondary school, my boss school needing. What I say?
And the school, and that's all school fees. In the examination fee, 1,000.
Yes, other charges. 1 year, I say my own exams. What I say? A crown on your board about a day
student.
Really? My boss couldn't say, and they are listening. What I say? And you say, me by how many I can say my NCA. And maybe no by no pay me promise to be necessary me for so quite mobile money because the boy funny you see into school fees na amakrana. Akrana befi. Nipa kan say me chona say china akwani be fear obe brem so we are part of the problem one man man solve the problem into wo bi oni bi o so we then okopebo san de man me nua I say me ni nyina with the same committee local government committee bisa no the whole year come on fan mo ntua 2022 yo and 29th of August 8 months money away not a single quarter no my transfer. Doko assemblies na amotiti wo munye adwuma bia. Wo say ki a transfer common fund kwa. Ke na say bia akwande na bill then eba. Na true MPs share the common fund kakra wo say beka no.
Wo so de aboa.
Wo so de aboa. Na nipa no onim to obeka cho say ono ya we say common fund man na wa me a mewu. It is someone panyin in Northern region no catch say ye na nyamia say we are lucky to have as a president. Obi I don't get it. Se papa no di ehun fe wo say because we say the baby adru no ha na bedru and na o me president ni biom eti odopa bi o so ka kire I don't think so a president o siki a second term in office nka no transits no nka obe change no transits am for flow show so what in sem bebre the mo bo fie o mo complaining eti at this critical moment we need a leader obeka sama amanfo wo bufu kro akoma betom ye se bia ni da so bia den e baby ye fisi ne ma bi ye mompa se ne ma ne ebetuto ye ba kika sanse mo kire say in the midst of all these challenges no ye mpuntu dwuma uko me konsenso mpuntu dwuma bia so nkoso akwan ne ma contractor a obeto so na wapam contractors no 6 years ni obi anya dwuma wo ho
ekwan dey na okay
adabo corruption kan contact kwan na contractor was so even vision construction omo be no mpam no and kokko rules om say omo investigation be sin report no obi e wan
anisa kwan na amandi for ne no
that be the one so o kan benchmark junction to fence soko jokrom on come terminate wo ajofia me come from adabo chrome to Krakwanta connect to Doma
no
na adabo chrome to Kasapin connect to me ni nyana contractor was so 6 years in a report no my contractor be any kwan so do catch us in the midst of this oh yeah juma na a selective justice and of course so there me no buy you say be oh ye bibi o baby na baby there what should that so be
94.7
no be so be minister of finance it should be cost about this 750 million
Afri-Exim loan
no. Say last week it is
Aba. I hate the Bank of Ghana account.
But information I picking is the money is rather $713 million.
713.
Yes, the difference of 37 million and just 750. So they should come and explain to us. Say if that's the case. Now amount fund to say because approve an MI we did not approve for upfront charges.
Charges we are.
A year 750 and so much. All other charges or no. A contingent on the facility. But what I say, but what you are picking is 713. The information could be wrong until they should clear the air. Now I'm feeling.
Why am I picking some information? More minority
yes,
for.
And then the media outlet be so report. But we don't want to go and speculate on this matters. Until they should put the record straight. Then I enter say 713 and 750.
But Samokase. All the other charges are contingent on the facility. What does that mean?
Until also, if I say commitment fee 5%, insurance it be 0.7%.
Yes.
Arrangement fee, Nina no be factor into the repayment arrangement. No.
Okay.
What I said.
Loan back.
It will be the interest component. No. Now amortization, the principal. And if we have moratorium for 1 year,
yes.
Maybe after 5 years, and I be started to loan. No. So you pay the principal, but start service the interest into when you be part of the interest. But what I say.
Oh, okay.
And they also insurance because of the risk factor. You will need because of the default rate, you know. Until you have to borrow money to pay for the insurance.
Yes.
And not any part of the loan. Until you have to find money somewhere, pay for the insurance. Only one of the arrangements sometimes obey. The bank cannot more loan a different from insurance company. But what I say,
yes.
So you have to find your money, pay for the insurance on the facility, and then you get the full amount from whoever is disbursing the loan to you. Into women, yes, it's a clarity on this. Then say there's a shortfall of 37 million because already normally so we are getting some 2 billion. This plus of the 1.3 billion cocoa syndicated loan. Also no, yes, you can in about 2 tranches. Up to the end of the year or even beginning of next year.
Yes.
Into what now do I do so many 2 billion? No, because I'm training in amount. Once with cocoa air forces, into cocoa now by soprano now by performance because they wanted 1.5 billion. They couldn't get it. One, the interest on it is so high because of our situation, and we reduce the amount from 1.5 to 1.3. To women in a conversation. I say, because the parliament so recess.
Yeah.
Into some information, okay, so very difficult for you. You can write to them, you can go to them, but yes, be a session we file for agent question to get some responses. Into multi they also read social media news.
I'm responding.
Yeah, to bring clarity to all these issues. Into Obi, name more than the best
school now say school ben.
In Krankwanta.
In Krankwanta Senior High School. Ewa Hinfa.
Doma East. Me no me boy
Doma East. Okay. Well, me varied reactions to our story. Be say no cre. Be say your friend and find there. Be say no cre. And some na kwa be brain.
Now mention amount. I mention school. How can I sit here to mention exact amount and the name of the school? What you say?
Yeah.
And I know no kwa ya cry wa frame. What you say? A lot of calls. What you say? Inti yenye name yi ena de bia akọ kan review am so ba obetwum na dade say so obitua ye manipa no yenye clear ne hu say asumasi de the situation to know ye man afamu free but obi ene Richard Slam don betimatua into mo no betimatua there is the opportunity e wo homa mo there is the app muntia mu school fees na ma banya space to also do other things na ye ma school ye quality and yes ye pin obi a wholesale so be from but down the day no we will not get the quality of education we want our children to have.
I get you.
Now special common fund here yes within this week yeah no say abantu anamo because it's creating problems for the assemblies and MPs. Because who can say obi aba say honorable won high grader e me piapia ye kwan so mai sa banpo me na sika ko fe sika na the high grader obi pensu anom ese ekotu nsuo ma no
Boho
uko fa nsuo sika wo he ono ne constituency that's why I first saw Accra or major challenge ye to common fund and committee the be then aye one or two things as civil situation e wo ho whilst our train their buying ebeba be ye put their community no and it's affect everybody but omo ebe din say omo betima kan dey ken because so anya careful party no ben because konya problem na me di we answer be slab be so asem dey nya ma so but your path for asem
ebe so a main issue
okay
a main ma masla akwa aba na memra na yakọ your issues so honorable Sylvester Tete but you know English your man from bibi aboko there
obi nyame di acheme
da nyame ase
me da twedi ampo nyankopon ase se dia brand atiri ho hyiran de yeze bibi akoyie ma no bibi nkoya ka otiri ho hyiran sa yeze de tiri ho hyiran etiri ho hyiran de kedi obi me da etifo ase na memfa akwanya so nchia mempeso asofo me chia me constituency chairman ura bright ofori ampofo
okay
dodo na afre no chairman Obama oboy juma na afi me nchia me youth organizer the first constituency to have inaugurated our youth wing enra na efe wa yade me amakwala Adams Ikililu omu freno the youth commander enra oche ne bobre ma youth any committees ahodo and helping the party in preparedness for the next election and also educating the youth in the constituency enra empenimfo ahodo dodo na ebeta yechi mia menua madam for OPP empriso MP enra na owo wa wonipa Collins Adomako Mensa
okay
enra na ononso wo ho former mayor of Accra Honorable Ajay Sowa enra obaye Jerry Ahmed Shaib Koda
Coastal Development
Authority enra ononso baye afenso Benezanina Nate former MP for Ablekuma Central enra na ononso wo ho mia menua madam for Udalai Paka France regional secretary onwa to 29
Odalai Paka
na afei regional youth organizer Moses Abo onwa lead the youth commanders from the various constituencies ebaye afei so the newly appointed 2 national deputy youth organizers yes Sandra Sarkodie Ado. In fact, they're not the constituency. Yes, so she's a BNA project. Now, Jay Hyde, former president of Nooks, also having been appointed as a deputy national youth organizer, or representative, or boss.
Salam
Mustafa, my program no koye papa. Coordinators ahudo, youth organizers ni penny for ahudo. Me sister back, sister medana say me da will be bias in the constituency executives and former constituency executives of the constituency or muso by bia kama bia obaye me dampening for who do nyina say na we've shown the way for the youth wing. I know say others will follow and ra utie penning for who do enom kasa yes menua ti ho kasa no kre common fund in my but for me, it's unfortunate. But said you are in a certain records so come. Or more breast or a dim 1 year dim. But you see, we should do it different. But the truth of the matter, media debia meka, and those of us in government, and yes, I dare know yen to make because obi common fund a statutory payment.
Yes.
Any specific amount also diba. Say you one CD also echo. So me, I still don't understand. Maybe why there are time they were defaulting for 1 year, yet they were collecting. Why are we defaulting for 1 year? Because a percentage of revenue OGG every quarter.
Yeah.
Now the percentage I come from administrator, not the Adinejuma. And are they telling us for the last 8 months we haven't collected any
revenue?
We've collected. Where is it? But it's not peculiar to MPP administration. Or to you no default. So yen na yen ni hu nkomo yi What do you say? Because at the end of the year, no, a buying be a project say me revenue menya be see. Actual snow. If you cry about GG more than what is actually projected.
Yeah.
But they do maybe another difference in Akem. In the honor, if you cry the court, Honorable Kodo and some members of parliament, no the court say at the end of the year, they say yeah reconciliation. Near government books say now GG. Now of course, me can say and this will the same. They need to give us explanation. Yes, a thought there be a situation I almost say Obi. Yen revenue a EGGCC and any miensa a year interest payment, amortization and salaries.
Yeah.
And it's a was a PNC Kabima Common Fund Administrator, Neko these assemblies, and now MPs, now the idea. Now interest payment I due. You look at between defaulting your interest payment or not paying salaries and then paying the administrator. That is
A choice you have to make.
a choice you have to make. So sometimes obobosia no mudi sim in anticipation say ebeba. And no na wan hwe ni ya na akem. Sa ban de no ani ya. And this the menu eti ho ya obo echiri sa do. Na ka wakai say that no be no so na sa na eti. It's the same reason enyina di mayo. But of course, if you be ma emra no mu bedding, the hu say no matter what it takes, because look, I tell you, apart from municipal assemblies, war urban areas, IGF kakra, or multimedia. Look, I remember when DC was, but Madam for be a DC or one of the districts, Sabi, on the whole year, the IGF only 20,000. Now we're free near Manankro for chasing. Into the other, there's a me. Okay, there's a me. We should have said, this is an extension of your office.
Maybe I'm not baby.
Or the namun cry. No, Chesa come off and we're with DHD. Because you want to be interested. I mean, I can really sympathize with assembly. In fact, those that even collect revenue in the face of current situation, difficult. There's always a human face to some of these things. Into call the local level. Measures also do go up when to make revenue. No, you also sympathize with the people who say, look, clearly Nyama and Kuye, so you need to put the brakes a bit. But of course, assemblies Nakasankasa do now they are not so innovative with the way they collect revenue. There are many opportunities available to them. Look, assembly be out to 5 million a year has a potential to rake in 20 million. Assembly be out to 5 million has a potential. Ubia omu revenues or mojiji and then they have opportunity or potentials to do 300-400% more. But extreme partisanship, chieftaincy influence, power from above and other things, Emma assemblies not to mean that innovative to rake in the necessary revenue to develop the communities. Look, when you come to my constituency, and some roads are me boy pro constituency. Obi, I feel so sad for Nipa etiti ho.
Yeah.
And out of my own way, my truck on my assembly no. Common fund any hodie, but they should. I'm getting somebody to help me. Now yenye reshaping of some of those insunatities are no. And from American farm to insuna no. And almost at the maybe gravels eguso to reshape it at least to give it a respite. From JD to Sensei, I'm also doing say, and then Brigade, Eco Treasure Island. These are places Obi Ufawa. Then the almighty Akwasa. A horse idea.
And only the here no.
And only Domimo area honor. I know dear saying the oho. I know dear, but you continue like he's saying. If you have your common fund, it's a choice to apply, go through the process, and use some to be able to give it a facelift. In the absence of this, maybe you can rely on that and get somebody to do it for you. As and when it comes, you get a person paid. So these are challenges we are going through. But I think Nkomo was saying in a year. Na enyina yehwe say a common fund obi expect maybe 300,000 per quarter and as 20,000 per quarter. And on the ultimate share mine whatever government realizes and no normal
percentage
but in Pempi it doesn't come. Now mean you have some more kind about speculation. Also no on speculative with respect to Afri-Exim Bank loan. What can say? Or a member of the finance committee. What can say? Won't speculate. Now, if he was also the two just say no credit, you are speculating. Oh, no, but you see, onim say opportunity as a senior member of the finance committee. Onye ni paketu.
Ose mo recess.
Yeah, well, recess interest is all office. Yeah, Juma committees, the committees are hold share of parliament now they are there. At least you have opportunity to speak to members from the finance, from the friend say finance ministry. You can easily verify this. But if you want to join social media and create that panic, I mean, it is not proper. Mama, you're a bit circumspect until you are able to verify this education at their way. Seriously, I wonder how people are asked to pay registration fee to that magnitude. I think, sir, you should make contact with them.
We have to get the school.
The ministry
over 1,000 Ghana.
1,000 Ghana. Yeah. Get the ministry to react to this story. So you see, and this payment, when said you all reacted to it, it tells you, sir, in the face of all this challenge, I can afford to your school fees and go be a son. I can be back for 5 years. That burden has been lifted off your shoulders. So you should be grateful to God and be grateful to Nana Akufo-Addo. So to Nana Akufo-Addo, to make us say, we are lucky to have him as a president. In the face of this global crisis, and you'll be in the buyer. Now can end this in a while, Bemwa. I can to your school fees so I can. Now, some president Kokai, Yape Kusugu, Asemo Okai, Ewa. There are 2 about 8 times. They be about Motuko. One opportunity, grandma, a son of that same area, had been the deputy minister in charge of power.
Yes.
Now, and you are still, the kingsmen are begging the president for electricity extension.
Yeah, but John Jinapose, under him as deputy,
Yes.
Over 100 communities in there were connected to
the national grid. So what the president is saying is, when he met the former MP before him, so the president hasn't said anything. Oh, look, now say electricity extension. Now why a deputy minister in charge of power? What to me be? But so the president did not lie about it. Because in the face of all this thing, he will still do it for them. So they should thank God that he's the president. So there's no problem with what the president said. Look, in any case, Mama, one typical example. One school fees, registration fees, I impose a young boy a frona, would do pim. Now, 5 years, I'll be trim. Now, constituency. I can say by this, I will tell you how I did.
Oh, man, that's it. My main none of me home, bar. You ever caught into or you repart any share issues, no, and expand that conversation.